I want to take the next 5 minutes or so to talk about anxiety because I think it's something that a lot of people, a lot of you here struggle with. There's a lot of people struggling with anxiety. And the only way to be able to overcome it is to truly understand it. Okay, so I want to help you understand exactly what it is and how you can break free. Anxiety is a mind-body syndrome or symptom, meaning it's a cycle of symptom, thought, symptom. If you guys listen to the mind-body workshop and become familiar with what are mind-body syndromes, they are symptoms, thinking or thought that leads to more symptoms. This communication between mind and body, how our thoughts are impacting our physical body. Anxiety, no different than any of the other mind-body syndromes. Okay, so while I'm talking about anxiety, if you're here with back pain or whatever, you can insert your symptom when I'm talking about anxiety. Anxiety, most chronic health issues, mind-body syndromes. Our mind is impacting what's going on in our body. It's all the same, okay? Your anxiety, it feels different, right? Because we all have different symptoms, but your anxiety in a lot of ways is no different than your husband's chronic back pain. And his chronic back pain is no different than his boss's insomnia. And his boss's insomnia is no different than his boss's wife's sciatic. It's all fueled by nervous system dysregulation, all of it. So what we're going to talk a little bit about anxiety. Go ahead, feel free to insert whatever it is that you're struggling with. All of it is a cycle of symptom, fear, thought that fuels more symptoms. That's all that it is, okay? So we think about, understanding what exactly anxiety is. Anxiety is a dysregulated nervous system. I get so many people say, Kate, I have anxiety. Will your program help me? Yes, anxiety is nervous system dysregulation. When we look a little bit closer, it's stored alarm in the body. And this alarm in the body is essentially dysregulated physiology. Dysregulated physiology means that the body systems, especially the nervous system, is just out of balance. It's stuck in that state of threat and it can't come out. Okay, our bodies are built to respond to stress with fight or flight, but when the nervous system is dysregulated, it gets stuck in fight or flight. And we can't, even when the threat is gone, we can't get out of that state of alarm. And so we're constantly receiving this feeling, this unease, this constant threat. Dysregulated physiology shows up as, you can feel it in your body. When we have anxiety, you can feel the rapid breathing and the increased muscle tension and the altered heart rate. You can feel all of those happening. That's altered physiology. That's alarm in the body or anxiety. And when we get stuck in this state, we just can't return to that rest and repair. That's what anxiety is. The nervous system becomes so overwhelmed that it disrupts the normal functioning, affecting every area of our health, right? Digestion, immune system, sleep, emotional health, every area of our health. And the main reason that so many people end up with anxiety, right? The chronic stress leads to this tipping of physiology. The physiology is now altered. We're stuck in this state of alarm. But people don't fully understand all of it, and that's why they end up with it, often for a lifetime, often having to medicate it. And the only way we can overcome it is we really understand what causes it and then what fuels it. We have to understand the cause and the fuel source. Otherwise, it's really hard to overcome. And then we have to be able to remove both of those things and address them. So the cause of anxiety, if you're here with anxiety, is that stored alarm in the body, caused by chronic stress, caused by trauma, caused by all the stresses that we accumulate over a lifetime, creates this alarm. We get stuck in this state. So we have this stored alarm. That's the cause, this dysregulated physiology. And then this state, being stuck in this heightened state, causes this constant feeling of threat, unease, and alarm. Now, our brain's job is to read the body. So when the body is stuck in this state of alarm, the brain is continually receiving signals of something wrong, threat, there's something is not right. That's the brain's job. Okay, and so we start to think equal to this state of dysregulated physiology, which then reinforces the cycle of fear and creates a loop where the body's stuck in a state of alarm, which fuels fear-based thinking. Our thinking is equal to this state, which causes more alarm in the body, more fear-based thinking, and creates this cycle. That's anxiety, a loop of alarm, thinking, more alarm. That's all that it is. All fuel for anxiety is thinking. Okay, the cause is the alarm in the body, the dysregulated nervous system, the altered physiology, and what fuels and keeps anxiety going is thinking. Okay, here's what all of you need to understand. Your thinking is exactly tied to and equal to the state of your physiology. So the nervous system is stuck in this mode. Your brain's job is to scan the environment for danger and threat. This is why your thinking often feels fear-based, catastrophic, loopy, ruminate. You just can't stop. Just a lot of fear-based thinking. Because it is your brain's job to continually scan the environment for threats, always searching for something to avoid, something to worry about, something that might be a threat to your survival. That's your brain's job. Okay? An example of this, you might feel, the sense of unease or dread, right? You feel this alarm in your body. Then you might start to think like, oh my gosh, am I having a heart attack? What's wrong with me? Do I need to go on that anxiety medication? This is out of control. Like, what is happening? Those thoughts cause more alarm in the body and more dysregulated physiology, which causes more fear-based thinking, more alarm, more thinking, more alarm. And it's a loop. In order to break free, we have to address the cause, the stored alarm, the dysregulated physiology, and we have to remove the fuel source.